Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about something that almost no one discusses openly, but every man over 60 secretly wonders about. I'm Doctor, name a urologist, and we're diving into what really happens to your body when you masturbate after 60 and how to do it safely, without embarrassment or risk. Now, before you scroll away, here's a fact most men don't know. After 60, how you touch yourself can actually affect your blood flow, prostate health, and even your sleep quality. Surprised? You should be, because this topic is often misunderstood, and the truth might shock you in a good way. Whether you're doing it for relaxation, connection, or just curiosity, understanding your body's changes after 60 can help you stay confident, healthy, and in control. And trust me, it's not just about pleasure. It's about longevity, confidence, and well-being. So stay with me, because in a moment, we'll explore the real science behind male physiology after 60 and why doing it the right way can make all the difference. Let's start by understanding what actually happens inside the male body after 60 and why those changes matter more than most people realize. As men get older, their bodies change in ways most of us don't really talk about, especially when it comes to sexual health. After 60, it's completely normal to notice that your energy, recovery time, or even your libido feels a little different. But here's the key: that doesn't mean your body has stopped working. It just means it's working differently. On average, a man's testosterone levels begin to slowly decrease, about 1% per year after the age of 40. By 60, that can translate into lower sex drive, softer erections, or even mood changes. But this drop isn't dangerous by itself. It's just part of the natural rhythm of aging. The important thing is understanding how to adapt. Your blood circulation also plays a huge role. As we age, arteries become a little stiffer, which can affect how blood flows to all parts of the body, yes, including down there. But here's the interesting part. Studies, including one from Harvard Men's Health Watch 2022, show that gentle, consistent sexual activity, even self-stimulation, can actually improve blood flow, help regulate hormones, and even boost sleep quality. And let's not forget the brain. The mind-body connection is powerful. When you feel anxious or ashamed about your sexuality, it can trigger stress hormones that make arousal even harder. On the other hand, when you approach self-pleasure with confidence and relaxation, your body responds more naturally. So the truth is, after 60, sexual health isn't about chasing youth, it's about understanding your new normal. Your body still wants to feel good. It just needs a little more care, awareness, and patience. Now that we understand what's happening inside the body, let's talk about how to masturbate safely after 60, step by step, to protect your health and keep pleasure a part of your well-being. When it comes to self-pleasure after 60, the goal isn't to perform like you did decades ago. It's to enjoy your body in a safer, smarter way. Many men are surprised to learn that a few small adjustments can make a big difference in comfort, confidence, and even long-term health. First, think of it like gentle exercise. You wouldn't start running without warming up, right? The same principle applies here. Take a few minutes to relax, breathe deeply, or even stretch your lower back and thighs. This increases blood flow and helps your body prepare naturally. Second, friction control is important. As skin becomes thinner and more sensitive with age, especially if you take medications that dry out your skin, using a water-based lubricant can help reduce irritation. It's safe, easy to clean, and supports better circulation without causing discomfort. Avoid harsh soaps or oils that can lead to dryness or infection. Third, pay attention to frequency and intensity. There's no perfect number, but many urologists suggest moderation, maybe once or twice a week, depending on your energy and overall health. The key is listening to your body. If you feel pain, numbness, or lingering fatigue, it's a signal to slow down, not push harder. Fourth, timing matters. Try not to do it right after a big meal or when you're drinking alcohol. Your body needs good blood flow and oxygen to respond properly. Afterward, take a few deep breaths, drink water, and let your body recover, just like cooling down after a light workout. Finally, don't forget the mental side. Masturbation isn't only physical, it's emotional. Feeling relaxed, grateful, and confident helps your body release natural hormones that improve mood and reduce stress. You're not doing anything wrong, you're simply taking care of yourself. But even when you follow all the right steps, there are moments when your body might be telling you something more serious. So, in the next part, let's look at the warning signs, the times when you should talk to a urologist or healthcare provider to stay safe. Even with the safest habits, it's important to remember that your body can change, and sometimes, those changes are your body's way of asking for help. Knowing when to talk to a doctor isn't something to be ashamed of. In fact, it's one of the most responsible things you can do for your long-term health. If you ever notice discomfort, swelling, or pain during or after self-stimulation, that's a sign worth paying attention to. These sensations could come from something as simple as skin irritation, but they can also indicate an underlying issue like inflammation or circulation problems. Listening to those signals early can help prevent complications later. Another important sign is persistent difficulty with erections or sensitivity. Occasional changes are completely normal, especially with age, stress, or medications, but if you find it's happening often or lasting several months, a urologist can help determine what's going on. Sometimes it's related to blood flow, hormone levels, or even side effects of blood pressure or diabetes medications. Also, if you ever see blood in your semen or experience burning when you urinate, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. These symptoms can be linked to prostate or urinary tract issues, which are very common and manageable when detected early. As the Cleveland Clinic notes, most age-related sexual health changes can be treated effectively once the cause is identified. And let's talk about emotional well-being for a second. Feeling anxious, guilty, or disconnected from your body can also be a sign that something deeper, like depression, stress, or hormone imbalance, might be playing a role. A healthcare professional can help you navigate this in a healthy, confidential way. Remember, asking for help doesn't make you weak. It shows you're paying attention to your body. Your sexual health is part of your overall wellness, just like heart, brain, or muscle health. So now that you know when to seek help, let's wrap up with a message that every man over 60 should hear about confidence, longevity, and the truth behind pleasure and health. So here's the takeaway, my friends. Pleasure doesn't disappear with age. It simply evolves. After 60, your body, mind, and hormones work together in new ways, and learning to understand them is a form of self-respect. Taking time to care for your body through safe, mindful self-stimulation isn't about chasing youth. It's about staying connected to who you are. Remember, good sexual health is part of overall wellness. It supports your mood, your sleep, even your confidence. When you approach it with patience and awareness, it becomes something empowering, not secretive. You're not just maintaining function, you're nurturing vitality. If this video helped you see your health from a new angle, give it a like, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more honest, science-based talks about men's health after 60. Drop your questions in the comments. I read them all, and they inspire future videos. Take care of yourself, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore how lifestyle habits can naturally support your sexual wellness at any age.